would like to introduce the SI President's Appeal, Women, Water and Leadership, which is actively implementing all the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, and projects that seek to support the development and evaluation of change within these areas. So the project focuses on access to water, energy, food and sanitation. If I would mention the numbers of the Sustainable Development Goals, that would be 2, 5, 6 and 7. Sustainable production and consumption, health and well-being, that's 11, 12 and 13, and of course also 5. Women in environmental decision-making at all levels in the water sector, which is 4, 5, 6, 8 and 10. And finances, which is number 17, for sustainable development is needed for all these SDGs.
One of the things that climate change has done is to disturb in a major way our ability to measure what is normal anymore and what is average anymore. And so this is unprecedented because of the enormity of the scientific infrastructure that has to go into recording, observing, recording, analyzing and interpreting these enormous data sets that are involved in understanding these issues. This is statewide impacts. We have on the top the California drought from 2012 to 2016. Look at that, the most severe in the last 1,200 years.
The Earth's climate is changing faster than it ever has in history. The changes are due to human activity, as scientists have determined, and we know that the impact of climate change is already being felt within our own communities and throughout the world. There are things going on, even though sometimes the government doesn't seem to be accountable to us. In local communities, and I know you do a lot in California, in local communities we're working to make a difference. But hopefully we're not doing too little too late.
One of the things that I try and get across to kids is that the way indigenous people all around the world look at the environment is much different than Western science. Western science, you have a rock, you have an animal, so you categorize it, you photograph it, you measure it, you study it for its physical properties. Indigenous people, on the other hand, have this notion that the environment is part of us. So when I'm talking to third graders or fourth graders, I talk about Yoda. Because, Yoda knows everything, number one. Number two, Yoda knows that there's a spirit in everything or a force in everything. And indigenous belief is somewhat similar in that there is a force in everything. And the key point on the slide is that everything is equal. So people are not more important than the environment. They're equal to. So that changes your mindset when you go out and look take a walk in a forest, take a walk along a stream or so forth. All those plants, animals, water, air, so forth, those are equal in importance to us as humans. So because they're equal, we need to remember that we need to treat them with respect.